Happy Time Zone, Titty Bird, Haven the Raven, and welcome back to Catch Flame Only. In Elden Ring, of course. Looks like I left off in the Academy of Vara Lucaria, so we're going to be continuing the Academy of Vara Lucaria. Yeah, I knew you passed by. I saw you while I was waiting for the ads to end. Okay, so you're just an asshole. Oh, got it. Reason I wanted that guy dead was because of this room. I think he will actually chase you if you're not careful. The Red Wolf of Radigan is actually a little concerning to me. I don't know what its fire resistance is. But me being the loot goblin that I typically am, I am going to kill everything, rob them blind, and worry about the boss afterwards. What? There we go. That is who I was trying to lure over. Come on, Warrior Jar. Actually, wait, why did... I just remembered something I did last time that is kind of foolish, actually. Alexander won't show up at Mount Gelmir until after Radahn. So I might be able to sneak around the magma worm to him after all, depending on when he actually spawns in. Why do I keep pressing triangle? And then not pressing it. There we go. Okay. You know what? Maybe I should just rush Red Wolf, because the last thing I have in this area is that one room. And that one room would actually be a lot easier to come back to as opposed to get on the way there. Yes, I'm aware that that one room is an incredibly descriptive way of phrasing it. Alright, how much damage do I do to you? Oh, actually, that's not bad. If my character will dodge when I tell him to, of course. I should have greed healed. You think that enemies like that have a lot or much higher fire resistance than they actually do. And it messes you up. I hit dodge. There we go. Alright, I was worried for nothing regarding the dog. I might have a reason to be worried about Renala, but I was worried for nothing regarding the dog. Although that could be because I'm technically overleveled. One moment. I'm definitely going to need at least 60 vigor for late game. You saw nothing. Spells take time to cast. I might end up having to use the runes in my inventory, though. Yeah, I should probably use the ones in my inventory just so that I don't risk dying. And losing those again. The Radigan icon is going to be completely useless to me here. Alright, how much do I need for a level? Basically 1,000 more. Actually, hang on. And we'll use one of these. And then all of these. And that will get me up to 25 vigor, which is a nice amount to have for the early game. You want 1,000 health once you hit mid to late game. Which, yikes. But I, in particular, need... I will probably have to hit, like, the hard cap on vigor with this character. Truth be told. Because, unlike with the Magic Glintblade run, where the only real issue is Radon. I have to get close in order to do all of my damage. Literally all of it. Which doesn't sound that terrible, especially if you've played this before, but I also need to back up enough to refill on flasks, or use my flasks to heal and refill my magic whenever they get low. And because of the fact that this, while incredibly quick, is still slower than, I think, your average sword swing. I have a limited amount of damage I can do per run, which is honestly why the spell-only runs are as interesting as they are. Like, per attempt, I only have a certain amount of damage I can do. Alright, we're just gonna rush over here for the first bit. I'm gonna have to look into the Ansbach and Tialier quests. Ah, dang. Sir Moore, I can get his stuff pretty easily. I'm just thinking for, like, NPC roulette. Because I do intend to do that with this game. Okay, so maybe Catch Flame is faster than I gave it credit for, but it doesn't have much in the way of interruption. The entire... Ansbach and Tialier do not show up for Consort if you don't summon them for Leda. So for NPC Roulette, I'm wondering if it might be worth fudging the rules a bit and allowing a summon there just so I can get their sets. Although by the time I get Consort, I won't be able to do that anyway. Well, by the time I get Consort, I likely won't have a use for them anyway. This spell is definitely better for just out in the field and dealing with NPCs than the Glint Blade is. Or Magic Glint Blade is. But I'm having more trouble with bosses on average because I have to get close. Consort is probably going to be a huge issue no matter what with this kind of run. Because for whatever fucking reason, poise tanking doesn't help. Like, you can have a ton of poise and still get interrupted at the end of your cast. Just need to get you to... There we go. There we go. You are a menace to society. I think killing everything up here permanently disables that. Hang on a second. I forgot what I just got from Moongrum. Oh well. That is the wrong direction. I think it was like just the shield and the sword, or maybe just the shield. I'm not even thinking of Moongrum for NPC roulette. I'm thinking for like hide and seek. It's not like people would be expecting that one. And you can impersonate Moongrum with relatively little issues because it's not like they're going to find a body in the bushes. I really want someone to play Elden Ring hide and seek with me. Preferably multiple people because that would be more fun, but... I should probably focus on the current challenge run before I start going off into plotting territory. Technically speaking, this entire area that I'm heading into is completely useless for me. However, I'm still going to go through it because it's stuff I can sell for runes, and I get the feeling that runes are going to be a big deal this time around. Come on. Come on, can I lure one of you down? Yes. I just need to be able to get one of you at a time. And you're done. Out here. Retreat! Come on, get over here. This is an area I'm going to have to go through multiple times if I want everything. And there really isn't a point for this build. But I want the loot anyway. There we go. Perhaps this is a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Run! Run away! Flee! Come on, Incinadorf, you can go faster than that! Why can't you climb up the ladder the way the bearer of the curse does? Soup would be laughing at you right now. Alright, this should be the crossbow. Alright, let's think here. I should probably fast travel back. Or maybe not. Not quite yet, anyway. But over there... Am I concerned about 8,000 runes? Not enough to sacrifice a twig. What just happened? Alright, and I legit cannot do anything at this point. Because I have no more magic. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to look up where exactly the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman is. Whoops. Is there anything I can make a dash for that won't get me killed? Here we go. That unlocks the third one of those at the belfries. Which isn't really the greatest thing to unlock, but it's something. Honestly, Pearl Drake might actually come in handy, but I don't think whatever... Okay. Yeah, I'm going back to the debate room. I don't think that whatever is in Nokron is going to be helpful. Alright, and I can actually sprint past everything in this place. For now, at least. Thankfully, Renala's run back is going to be trivial. I think I might actually have to go 6 and 6 on the magic. I ended up taking out Renala. Oh dear. Damn it. Okay, I have to actually deal with you guys. Oh! Hello, Double! How are you today? I believe I actually ended up taking out Renala in the late game with Magic Glint Blade. Because she's incredibly resistant to magic. She's less resistant to fire, but in her second phase, she's standing in a pool, which does give her a defensive boost, and the gimmick in her first phase can be a bit of a problem to get past. I am also exhausted, actually. Must be something going around. I hope that your exhaustion clears up, though. That is actually a very good point. Daylight savings saves absolutely nothing. You know what? That works. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth there. Oh, yep. That makes... oof. That... yikes. Daylight savings is not pleasant. Although in my case, it's probably because I stayed up until 1 AM waiting for cake. That is probably where... that is probably where my exhaustion came from. Not the smartest decision, but hey. Cake is cake. Alright, you... I can't see if you're guarding anything. You're not, okay. I know one of them is actually guarding something, which is where the paranoia comes from on this front. Okay, yep, that one. Okay, so... ah, crap. Where's the other one? Was it a good book? You refuse to take responsibility? Fair enough. Fair enough. My mom made up one of those boxed cake mixes with some cream cheese frosting. And, we were going to have it right after dinner, but my sister had to pretty much immediately get back to her homework because she had an absolutely insane amount of homework to do. So we waited until she was done with her homework to have cake. Wasn't expecting to be chased, but okay. Come on! Ha-ha! Oh dear. Okay. Geek. I actually have no idea why they have ladders connecting this stuff instead of stairs. Stairs seem much more practical. Ah, crap. I hate these things. I might just run past you, honestly. And that might also be enough. That might be enough runes to actually warrant being a little more careful. Damn. Or at least putting them in a more convenient place to retrieve. Whee! But seriously, the only way to reach that bridge is to jump a railing, and the only way to get to some of this stuff... Like, who designed the academy? Genuinely, who designed this? How many students are just like, yeah, let's jump all the railings instead of actually walking to class like normal? Like, why? Oh dear. Someone who hates students. Fair. Fair. Do-do-do. Oh my. I think I've been spotted. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that actually does kind of warrant one of these, doesn't it? Get in here. Come on. No. Why are pages in this game so annoying? There we go. Especially the ones with the exploding bolts for some fucking reason. Let's go back to the debate parlor. Okay, what? That is really weird. My follower count went up, but nothing. I didn't get a notification for who followed me. Doppel, have you ever had... That was happening to you yesterday too? Yeah, like, one additional follower was counted, but I don't have a notification that says someone's followed me. That is really weird. Well, that's going to make things a little... alright. I'm not allowed to turn right for the next 5 minutes. That is interesting, to say the least. That is completely useless for me to... Okay, thankfully this guy was actually on the left. That would have been... Oh dear. Okay. This is actually just so weird. Wait, what am I doing? I think I'm supposed to jump from here. As long as I'm strafing, I'm not actually turning. Okay. What am I looking at for runes? I need about 4,000 more. Wow, those jars are messy. I think all I have left to clear out is the courtyard. Oh, crap. Resetting the timer because I just messed up there. Nah, I'll come back for you. I'll come back for that. I'm not gonna be trying that with the abductor breathing down my neck. Let's see here. I need pretty much exactly 3,000 more. So we rest. Level... I should actually start putting more into faith. Because it's getting to a point where it doesn't matter how much I have as far as casts go if I don't do any damage. Okay. Not allowed. Shit, I have to turn right to go up there. Platforming with this is certainly an ordeal. What do you mean I missed stuff? Just means I gotta be a little more careful, and I'm certainly... Oh dear. We're gonna... Okay, that was kind of clutch, actually. The fact that the turn was left. Oh boy. Okay. So, what can I don't think there's anything off on this side, but I can look. Just peek my little nose. I don't really want to go into this boss fight specifically with the timer going. That is guaranteed to be a recipe for disaster, because the gimmick for Renala is the gimmick for Renala. Well, her first phase is actually one of the most annoying first phases in the game. Because in order to even damage her, you have to run around and smack specific glowing children. And I wish I was making that up, but I'm not. I think the elevator ride should actually be enough time to... That's a mechanic that was added to this game. You have to run around and smack specific glowing children in order to even injure her. But honestly, I'm more worried about phase 2. Hang on a second. I have the Fire Scorpion charm, right? Yes, okay. Her phase 2 is honestly the one that I'm really worried about because she's standing in a pool of water for that one. That might not sound... Oh, there we go. That bad, but I already have... I have a limited amount of damage I can actually deal, and she's about to make that damage even less, so I might have to actually reallocate my flasks. That is actually some phenomenal RNG. Where? Fuck! You never want to hear come, sweetings. Where are you? There you are. Come on, get down here. Okay, first phase, not that bad. As long as I can find it. But how much damage do I do to her second phase? What do you mean that... Oh boy. I think if I don't miss a single hit, it might be possible. Oh dear. It might also technically be possible with this because I still have 2 more. Ah, crap, 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 crap! We do not get hit. We do not want to get mooned. The last thing we need is to get mooned. Ma'am! Where'd you go? Ow. Okay. Okay, this is actually... This is actually going really smooth. Okay. Fuck. I was more worried than I should have been. Okay. Although it... I had to leave her until late game in the last challenge run I did. Because, I didn't have enough damage to deal with her. Like, I outright did not have the damage to deal with her. She was a problem. Although, to be fair with that one, the build, or the spell I was using, Magic Glintblade, deals magic damage, and she is the most resistant to that damage out of any other boss in the game. Yeah. There we go. I just wanted that. I'd like Radahn's armor at some point, honestly. Now back to Altus, because I actually have a couple things I need to do here. Least of which is Godskin Apostle. Technically, I probably shouldn't have Fire Scorpion Charm equipped, because it reduces my defenses. However... considering I have a limited amount of damage I can deal per attempt at anything, I probably should have this. You know what? Let's go over here and talk to you. Hello. Let's go to the right, because I know that I can get to the Beast Blood guy, but the Beast Blood guy is someone I'm not... Will I be able to beat him is the issue. Or was it Beast Claw? One of the two. It was one of the two. This should be Dominula. Yeah. Okay, Godskin Apostle, how much of a pain in the ass are you going to prove? Can I... hit him, please? What do you mean I didn't land a hit? Clearly. If I don't have the damage output for this right now, I don't have the damage output for it right now, but I'd like to at least... see what I'm working with. Because this is actually a mandatory boss for me. Come on, get close. Yeah, we're not doing that. But this boss is actually mandatory for me. It's a random boss in the middle of nowhere, but it's part of a quest that will get me something I kind of need. Unfortunately, though, I won't be able to get the item until way late game. Nope, nope, nope. I love that move, but oh boy. I got caught on a rock, couldn't get away in time. Yeah, legit. So one of the talismans, this here, Faithful's Canvas, boosts my incantation's potency. The spell I'm using, Catch Flame, is an incantation, so that buffs that. The stronger version of this, Flock's Canvas, is locked behind a quest where one of the progression triggers is killing this guy. So if I want to stand much of a chance against anything late game, he's mandatory. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Fair enough, fair enough. Have an excellent day, Doppel. Nice try. That's not good. Perhaps I shouldn't have gotten so greedy there. Oh dear. Ow. Yep. Classic Godskin damage output. Although I may actually want to have something on that doesn't boost my damage, if only for the fact that... Or actually, this does boost, but not quite as much, I don't think. Because it raises my faith, which is what my spells scale off of, but it doesn't come with the damage reduction drawback. So I might be able to actually take a hit or two. Get back up here. Okay, that's not a big enough damage drop to be worried. Provided I don't do something stupid like that. Oh boy. Pardon? I have the damage to deal with this, I think. I just need to get good. Come on! Oh dear. I hit dodge. Why did you not dodge, Incinedorf? We're not dealing with that. Come on! Okay, definitely don't get caught by the second hit on that. I might end up coming back to this later because it is a late game thing, but at the same time, I'm getting to a point where I kinda need to get moving. Ow. Where did all of my skill go? Come on, let's get... What? That should not have done that much damage. Oh boy. I just... Going after Tree Sentinel, or Draconic Tree Sentinel might be the smart move here, honestly. I'm not gonna pretend to know what was going on with him right there. Come on. That's not close enough. Bright side, the Godskin theme is an absolute banger. Ow. Okay. Okay. Ah, damn. Nice try. Damn it! Okay. What? I should have been safe that first dodge. Those other two were bad, but I should have been safe that first one. Alright, gonna give this a couple more attempts and then I'm gonna go somewhere else. Because I know this is possible, but it's a little annoying. And I can also feel my skills deteriorating in real time. Get over here. Ow. Well, that went poorly. Nice try. Come on. The wiggle is such a taunt for him. Oh dear. Nice try. That was a really bad time to get an itch! This is a really bad time for my head to get itchy. Okay, this is actually already so much better. Nice try. Nope. Nice try, and I'm gonna do that just in case. Oh dear. Oh my. Choking so hard. I am choking so hard. There we go. Okay. Apparently, my head being itchy was what I needed in order to get through that. Um, 2,000, okay. Millicent, there you are.
By arming it feels, perhaps it is fool us. I would have it as the own.
I'm sorry, Millicent, but I cannot do that. This is a challenge run. Um... 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And then I need 100 more runes. Where can I get 100 runes easily? Because I don't... I think I can actually... 100 easy runes... Honestly, probably back at Royal Lucaria. Because I can sneak up on that one from behind. Oh shoot, I also still have all of the stuff in the courtyard to get. Because I didn't get that. And then I first tried Renala and never went back. Oh dear. 180. That should be more than enough. Yeah. Put a point into faith. And then check something real quick. 134 versus 177. I should probably go check at the round table to see what the Godskin seal uses to upgrade. I could have that one I actually cannot remember if it is standard or somber. Where is the crab? There's a crab hidden in the bushes around here. Where are you? There you are. I think there's actually also a golden seed over here. I could be wrong. Yeah, I just completely neglected a golden seed. Alright. I really don't feel like having crab right now. Crab feels like having me, though. No, I'm not going to be getting close enough for that. It is not nap time. Good grief. Anyway, that's it for what was over here. Aside from, like, maybe a smithing stone, but I think I've already gotten all I need for the smithing stones from around here. With the exception of maybe of smithing 3s, actually. Hold up. Actually, no. I think I have enough. Like, exactly enough, because I think it's a total of 12. I need 2 more smithing 5s, and then a bunch more smithing 6s.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your arm.
Strengthen. Standard. It's golden order sealed, it's somber. I can't afford to waste my standards. That's a shame. I actually think I might be able to get more 5s around Redmane if I'm careful, but in order to actually do that, I'd need to beat Radon to get it out of the festival state. Because as long as Redmane is in the festival state, I can't do anything with it anymore. I've done all I can. Which really isn't much. I think I need 5. Yeah, I need 5. How many do I have? 3. 2 more seeds. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm actually going back to Limgrave. Because I know I can get a seed right here. There might also be one on Mount Gelmir, but that's a later issue. Yeah. I can also get a seal over here. Cool. Okay, please go up. Ah, crap. Ow. Okay, you know what? I will take that. Just barely managed to survive it, but I'll take that. Dragonwood Grease, and then that's the Dragon Communion Seal. Which I don't remember what exactly the Communion Seal uses, but I do know. Really? Okay. It's worse at the moment because it also wants Arcane. But if it uses Somber, it might be worth upgrading just to see, and I can respec with Renala later. Because I think... Okay, I don't have a larval tier yet. But once I actually beat Radon and get to Nokron, I will actually have access to a decent amount of those.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your arms.
Somber. Let's go. And I don't have a Somber 7 because I haven't gone around Volcano Manor yet. Let's look. Okay, that's worse by like 20 points. At +6. Okay. Anyway, back to the grave, because I do actually want to burn this root. and get myself a golden seed. I think there's also one in Lanedale if I can manage that. I am gonna have to try and get it to lose itself, though. Go, 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 go! What? What? And then I believe it's down to actually progress. Yeah. Where? Okay. Yikes. And thankfully, this is one of those ones that has a stake of Marika if I need it. Alright, hello, tree spirit. Burn! I don't think... Okay. I really wasn't supposed to be coming in here when I was, but that chariot is annoying. Uh-oh. Get back here. There we go. Bye-bye. Wait, what? Why do you give... Why do you give more runes than the fucking Godskin Apostle did? How does that make sense? I need 4,000. Okay, probably shouldn't have done that, actually. Oh well. I actually should... nah. if I want to do Gold Mask's quest, I'll actually need 20 intelligence. That's the only one in the game that's actually blocked by that. Where is there a merchant I can actually wait. I don't normally go over here to buy stuff because this merchant doesn't usually have anything that good. But there's a merchant over here somewhere along the Aeonia bank. Hi. Where are you? I don't think I was supposed to do that. Okay. Back across. And then... Where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. Actually, you might be closer to the Grace. Whoops. Although there is a second Grace here, which... worth picking up. I could buy stuff at Gallery, but consumables I might actually be able to use. Actually, I should look into if there's any non-damaging buffs. Or actually, I know there's a bunch of non-damaging buffs, but ones that'll specifically help with my fire damage. Buy that. That works. Inventory. Incantations. I can't even use heal because if I run into a Royal Revenant, that's cheating. That's damaging. Okay, so I don't have any buffs at the moment. I feel like I'm missing some Erdtree avatars. I should probably take care of this Margit. It doesn't give anything all that great, but at the same time... Because you give a stamina boost. Oh dear. And while I don't anticipate that being a big deal, it might be a big deal. Oh. Also, it just feels wrong to not defeat you here before I defeat your Lanedale counterpart. Can you... No. And I got greedy, because of course I got greedy. I'm bad at this. I don't remember where the stake puts me, so I'm just gonna go back to the Grace. There's another Grace up the hill that leads to a merchant. But I don't want to face bell-bearing hunters with this character. Well, if you're gonna try and snuff it out, then you'd better be ready to catch these flames. I don't think he liked my pun. I didn't think he liked my pun at all. What do you mean that didn't hit? I hit... What? I dodged. Incinedorf. Incinedorf, why? Oh shoot, I did not mean to click that. That's bad. Okay, this isn't a terrible spot. This really isn't that terrible of a spot. I was worried for nothing. Honestly, the hard part about this place is the terrain. Dude. Okay, flask one. Or well, blue flask one used. Ah, damn it. Nice try. Come on. Do a gap closer. I can actually deal with gap closers. But with this terrain, I can't guarantee that your combos aren't going to get me caught up against a wall. The wiggle doesn't work. He is immune to the wiggle. Really? I feel embarrassed by that entire sequence of events. Come on. Really? Come on, dude. Get close. I don't want to chase you because clearly I can't dodge fast enough. Come on, attack. Dude! You chased me all the way down there before. What's going on? Like, actually what? Sorry, poor creature. Okay, that... I need 3,000 more. Uh, 700, which means one of these should do. I'm trying not to just blow through all of my runes. I might need them later. Level up, and I really should do mind. Because I'm gonna need a bunch of that, actually. I think 30 mind is enough for late game stuff. But don't quote me on that. I should also go back and check Radon. I need access to Lanedale. I need to be able to get to mountaintops. However, there's a couple other things that will make that more helpful. Or, well, easier. I genuinely don't know how much of a problem Draconic Tree Sentinel is going to be. So I should go do a DPS check and then come back later. Gargoyles are essentially out of the question. I could technically get into Lanedale from Deeproot. But gargoyles are out of the quest. I do not think I'll be able to deal enough damage to the gargoyles. I think Valiant Gargoyles are going to prove... Oh dear. Are one of those ones that's technically possible, but not with my skill level. So I'd like to get into Lanedale through Draconic Tree Sentinel. And this looks doable. Oh dear. Okay, wasn't aware I was close enough for that to deal damage. This looks doable, but at the same time, I might want more health. At this point, health and stamina are my biggest obstacles. Because I have 882 health at the moment with the Crimson Amber Medallion. Actually, Grail might be a good one for me to go after. Grandma Drake. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, this is technically doable, I just have to be careful. But if I reallocate every single one of my flasks into FP, I might actually be able to take out Grail at this point. And the Dragon Barrow. I'd also have to triple up on the damage talismans. But as long as I'm careful about where I position myself, she can't fight back. Ah. Okay, I have to treat this like every single hit. I can only take one. So again, technically doable. Might come back for it later, though. Especially because it looks like I have to kind of face tank just to get a hit off. Nice try. Oh dear. Come on. Come on. Nice try. And in phase 2, we wait for him to come to me. Ah, crap. Come on. Could you not? That is honestly my best attack window. Every single hit I have to treat. Okay, that was a different attack. And I cannot afford to get hit again. Okay, I'm not used to you chaining those. Nice try. I don't like the fact that he can switch that up. It's good design, honestly, keeps you on your toes, and you'd have enough time to react either way. Are you joking? I hit dodge. I did hit dodge. And then that fucked up my timing for the lightning. Okay, this is actually very doable as long as I play carefully. Although I might actually pop a rune arc here. Just to see if that helps me a little. Godric's is really great for the early game for a couple reasons. Oh dear. Okay, I can take 2 hits like this. Shouldn't chance it though. Nice try. That completely missed. Oh dear. I'd rather honestly go into phase 2 slightly down on flasks and slightly down on health. Nice try. I don't know why that hit me. Yep. Come on. It's easier for me to dodge that one to the right for some reason. Iframes, gotta love them. Also, I don't want to stray too far from the middle of the arena. Because at least with the middle of the arena, I can keep an eye on everything. I have places I can go. If I get back into a corner, I'm done for. What the? Okay, what was that? Hey Gio, how you doing? This is Catch Flame, not Magic Glintblade. I can go try and fight Radon. I almost had it and then I got slammed by that attack, which I don't know how to properly dodge. Oh dear. Like I said, I'll be going back to that at some point. And it would be the original, like, I don't have access to the DLC yet, so it would be OG Radon for this fight, or for this one. Yeah, that was entirely on me. I hate the fact that rain messes with my damage, though. I did actually beat Renala today, though. That was not an intentional voice crack. I apologize. Nice try. Uh-oh. Come on. I'm just trying to get into Lanedale because I need access to mountaintops. This isn't like with my previous run where I could get by. Like, there's some stuff I've run into that I probably won't be able to do without stuff I need mountaintops for. Or, well... I can't, like, set a build with this one. I have to actually, like, get into endgame areas to reach this character's full potential. So this is a lot earlier than usual for me to be tackling Draconic Tree Sentinel, but I need to start making my way towards Halig Tree for one thing, which that's already going to be a problem, and Mountaintop Catacombs for another. Oh dear. Why did both of those miss? Nice try. Or sorry, I think it might have actually been Giants Conquering Heroes Grave. Either way, it's in mountaintops. And that's where the seal that I'm going to wind up using for the rest of this run, once I get it, is going to be. Because it gives Giant's Flame incantations, which Catch Flame is a 20% boost. Oh hey, skies are cleared. That's lovely. Never been so happy to see a sunny day. Come on. Okay. What? I hit square. Why did you not? Oh, that's a buff. Okay, so that... I thought that was like a legit phase too. I don't think I've ever actually seen this thing run out of its buff. I didn't realize that was a possibility. Nice try. I hit dodge. Why did you not? Well, this is already... not good. Give me a second to read that. The fact that this thing has run out of its buff twice is kind of ridiculous, but oh well. Ah, crap. Come on. I hit dodge. What the fuck? Geo, I would legit ban you for that. Like, I know you're joking, but I would legit ban someone for that. Okay. Oh no. What did you do? What happened? What? I hit dodge. What the actual fuck? This is getting annoying. No heal, huh? Alright. If you're gonna play that way. Let's go see Grail. You're doing this specifically to be a troll, so I'm going to troll you back. Oh, wait. Physic. Where's the grace? There it is. Alright, let's see here. Okay, let's see if I have the damage to do this now. In this case, okay, I might actually not have the damage to do this. Like, you see how little that health bar is going down, right? Technically speaking, this isn't a no-heal dodge. But like, I was considering doing this anyway. I am not the type to beat my head against a wall on a boss that I don't think I can survive no heals. So if someone redeems no heal, I'm just going to go do something else. I legitimately, if I get hit twice in that, I am dead. Like, 2 hits kills me. Straight up. With the Draconic Tree Sentinel. If I have a Rune Arc active, then it's 3. I would call it skill issue if it weren't for the fact that I hit dodge and my character doesn't do it. There are a bunch of times where that has happened, and I call it out when it does. And there are things that in this game I would legitimately call a skill issue. Like, I don't think I can tackle the gargoyles. I cannot I don't have the means to do that, Geo. And it doesn't matter if you think I'm lying anyway. Oh hey, there's the 5 minutes gone. Yeah, I don't have the damage for Grail. Shit. Granted, I'd be doing this slightly more damage if Caelid wasn't Caelid. Alright, something to work up to. I don't even think she's gonna give me a ton of runes. Let's be real here, by the time I can kill her. Okay, let's actually put that on. And there are some things where it is a skill issue, but in the case of my buttons not working, it is literally just I press the button and the input doesn't go through in time. Ah, crap. Why does it have to be raining? And there are bosses in this game that I am legitimately bad at. Leonine Misbegotten, for example. Failing at that one is pretty much always a skill issue. That one is an incredibly fair fight. And I might call it bullshit at the time. But unless the input issues happen, Leonine Misbegotten is a skill issue if you lose to it. What? That was me not paying attention. Also, my pronouns are he, they today, so please don't call me mama. Okay, I'm already going into this with a debuff. Come on. Can you still hear me? Because, oh wait, yeah, the ad hasn't started yet. I did not finish it, technically speaking. I'm in, or well, I sort of did and sort of didn't. I'm in the post game. Wow, such confidence. What? I did hit dodge there. I'm pretty sure you could hear the clicking. Come on. Nice try. I got way greedier than I should have there, but oh well. And I paid for it with that. Why are you not healing? I hit the button. Okay. Come on. That was my fault. I mistimed that. And that is just incredibly difficult to dodge. Okay, so I don't even know if you can hear me anymore because it says that there's still ad break. But I did fight Grigori, or the dragon. I don't even know if Grigori is still his name. And let's use another rune arc. During the feast sequence there, I talked to that one guy that's been following me around. And it took me a couple more times killing the dragon before I figured this out. But I used the Godsbane blade on myself and ended up in something called Unmoored World. Yay. Real ending, huh? Color me intrigued. Nice try. Oh my. Yeah, perhaps I shouldn't have gotten greedy there. Oh well. I kind of figured that there was a post-game for that one, considering how many loose ends they were leaving just untied. I just wasn't quite sure how to access it, considering everything. Also, the original had a post-game, so I'd have been very surprised if they didn't have one in the sequel. Why are we spamming the lightning bolts? Dude. And I'll read chat in a minute. Really? Oh, come on. Don't go gray on me, Sky. Oh no. I'm itchy again. No! Okay, itch has been scratched. Although, ow, bending my wrist that way hurt. Nice try, dude. I'm a little concerned about the way his hammer looks. Not gonna lie. Must you do the lightning? This fight's gone on for so long that my health regeneration's gone. Damn. I hit... Whatever. I'm not risking it this time. Uh-oh. Not good. Uh-oh. That was lucky. Too early. Nice try. Okay, why has he not done the explosion? Every time I've gotten him down this low in the past, he's done the explosion. What's going on? Or at least with the past this playthrough. What was with that delay? Oh dear. There we go. I was actually doing really well, and then I messed up once, and my skill evaporated. But access to Lanedell is actually really nice to have access to. Or, well, I just said access twice. Moving on. I definitely need more health. Okay, the Dragon Forge is open. Fair enough. Well, yeah, I do tell jokes on my own. The point of the redeem is honestly more, you get to put me on the spot. And I have to actually think about what I'm saying. Which, that's the hard part. Oh. Alright then. Hold up, where's the Grace? Oh shit! You redeemed that twice and I didn't do it the first time. I am so sorry. Will you forgive me, please? Ah, the Grace is over there. Please forgive this humble bird? Absolutely not. I cannot keep that voice up for that long. My tongue would cramp.
My up for bringing here, and thus I shall bid farewell. I shall leave. I wish you luck. You have fought long.
I legitimately cannot keep that up for terribly long.
Ready to. Martin, I was the urge. I know it.
What is with that emote? What is with that emote?
Oh, please do.
Oh, but I must have to actually, like... Are you okay? Unredeem it! Yeah, I'm gonna refund one just because I can't think of a good, what? Chat, stop bugging. Thing now. But I did actually do one. You saw it as sad, but it says serious. Fair enough. Okay, now that I am actually in Lanedell, let's pivot. Where are you, Azure? There you are. Go get this death root. A joke, huh? You know, this place is kind of a hot topic among the locals, but I don't think I could seriously lava here. I am not sorry. I am not sorry. Ah, it feels great when I can just let fly. that will haunt you forever. You're the one that redeemed a joke with someone who dabbles in punnery in a volcanic area. But there's a beast eye here, and I think I can actually get another flask upgrade. Bitch. You know what? If I don't have to deal with the skeleton, that is better. Alright, and the chariot actually doesn't come down this far. I'm gonna wait for it once, though. I think it's a tree spirit at the end of this. If it's a tree spirit, then it's a golden seed. If not, then it's just the death root. Okay, so we're gonna... because this is the fastest way through. Yes, the fastest way through is moving through soup. I should have the damage for this. Emphasis on should. We shall see. Oh, Red Wolf. Okay. I was wrong about what was at the end of this one. What? I might end up dead here. How did I forget that this was a Red Wolf? I hit dodge, why did you not? If I hadn't missed... then I wouldn't have needed that extra flask. Nah, I knew this... I think I mixed this one up with the one in the Fringe Folk Hero's grave. Which, oh well. I forgot to give Grunk. Oh boy. I forgot to even use... Oh no. I forgot to use the grace over there. Whoops. Ooh, what kind of ice cream? Chocolate, vanilla, cookies and cream, mustard. What other flavors are there? Coffee, pistachio. I had some lavender ice cream that was pretty good recently. Well, obviously. But there's so many different flavors. Okay. Alright. Wrist. I completely forgot to trigger this. I can just kind of wait over here. There have been times where I've accidentally killed him here. And while that would get me the final reward early, I get enough stuff from actually getting the death root. That it's not worth it. Your first playthrough, this game was all about leaving no one alive? Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no. Garunk is a weird case in where he actually loses his mind briefly and starts attacking you after a certain point in his quest. You just kind of have to wait him out. Oh dear. Basically you. I think you might have to hit him a couple of times, but... Come on. Oh my. He is actually going to be a problem, isn't he? Just random punching? Oof. Dude. This is honestly a pretty justifiable crash out. On his part. Oh yeah, I've done that so many times, specifically with Loretta's Great Bow, which is a spell. But the Blackblade Kindred is not something I'm actually all that keen on fighting this time. Ah, damn it. Ah, Grunk. I didn't hear the frenzied attacking, so I thought it was safe. And then that happens. My guy. Doesn't seem a nice church priest ate all the flowers. Don't they all do that? Oh, followers, not flowers. I was about to say, eating flowers isn't very strange. Eating all the followers, yeah, that is definitely strange. And in... Eating flowers is not strange. Eating followers is. It's a flower. You do know that lavender is a flower, right? So if you've had lavender flavored anything, that's a flower. Rose tea exists. So I've drunk flowers. Chamomile, I believe, is also a flower. Broccoli is technically a flower. Oh dear. Come on. Why are you not pacifying? This is getting weird. This is getting unfortunate. Or, well, not unfortunate. This is getting annoying, because he's supposed to pacify relatively quickly. I wasn't looking at the screen. I should have been looking at the screen. Why does that just go straight through the fucking pillar? Black Widow and Hulk. That's Marvel, right? Alright, I'm gonna actually wait outside and look this up because I swear I've had times where I didn't hit him at all and he de-aggroed. So we're just gonna creep into this corner. Oh dear. He's renovating the inside. Set fire to the rain. Yeah, Extra Life is not being helpful. I might have to come back for this later. Because it's like, oh, bring his health down. I hit dodge. I'm pretty sure you can hear me clicking the fucking button. I'll come back for this later, because I don't want to kill him. But he is not cooperating. And Extra Life is saying that it's HP based, but I've had him not attack me before. I've had him stop attacking me before just by sitting outside. Alright, let's go attempt Radon again.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival! Are you the festival?
Let's go try Radon. Standard, of course. I should actually be able to do this. I think I have the damage for Radon. I don't for Grail, for some reason. Star Scourge, yep. The if I beat him today, the cinematic won't play again. If I don't, I'll leave the cinematic on for you, though. Because if I don't beat Radon today, I'll head into Lanedell and try to get to the sewers. I should put that back up. Because if I don't beat Radon today, then I'll probably wind up going into the sewers or rushing Goldfree. Because Goldfree gives me my 4th talisman slot, and the sewers, or Sewer Moog, is going to actually give me quite a few things. Alright. Oh dear. Ow. Okay, this is more than doable. I'm actually doing a lot of damage. Yeah, I feel so bad for poor Leonard. Leonard? Before I end today, I should go take out Eleonora. I keep forgetting about her. I think, technically speaking, I'm doing more damage to him than I was to Renala. Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you! Oh dear. Okay, I got greedy there. Oh, I got him to phase 2! Will the meteor come down before it ends? No. Fair enough. But damage-wise, this is definitely doable. I just have to not be quite so greedy. I might actually need to swap my flasks around so that I can do less damage. I actually love that little detail. I've never noticed that before. You can actually see the gravity magic. Oh my. Can you... Ow! I'm gonna give this one more attempt, and then I'm gonna go tackle Eleonora. And after Eleonora, I'll call it for today. Because Radon is an interesting case here. I have enough damage. More than enough. I think at most I need 3 magic flasks. However, some of his combos are actually really high damage. With deceptive hitboxes. Like that one. I thought I was like 1 pixel away or something. So I definitely want more health dealing with him. Which is... yikes. But oh well. And I'm aware that it can be beaten, or that he can be beaten at level 1. I, however, do not feel like beating myself, or beating my heads against a wall. Head! If I can talk. I do not feel like beating my head against a wall for hours on end, trying to learn to no-hit a boss. I like a challenge, but there's a very big difference between a fun challenge and something that's just tedious. Okay. Well, that wasn't cool. Hello. Unfortunately. There we go. Yeah, she was not quite prepared for that. I like how easily I can deal with NPCs with this. Anyway, let's actually go back to Erdtree Gazing Hill, because I should probably do that assassination. However, I'm going to call it here. I'll be doing that assassination tomorrow. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, you can check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlist so they're easier to find. If you're interested in voting on what game I'll be playing after I'm done with Dragon's Dogma 2's post-game, I also have a poll on YouTube for that. The options are Bayonetta, Nine Souls, and Solar Ash. If you would like to see my announcements, I post them to my stories here on Twitch, to YouTube, and currently to Instagram. If you would like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I post them to YouTube, currently to TikTok, and when it lets me, currently to Instagram. The links to all of that are in the chat now. Of course, if you don't feel comfortable using TikTok or Instagram, you don't have to. YouTube's a little harder to get around. If you've made it this far and you're curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Tomorrow, I'll, as I've said, go do that Assassination, and then probably run around Lanedale. My goals will honestly most likely be Gold-Free and Sewer Moog. I don't know if I can manage Morgott just yet. If considering the fact that Illusory Margit kicked my ass earlier, I'm not sure I'm ready for Morgott, so there's going to be more. I actually might go over here too, now that I think about it. Because in these ruins I can get access to Moog. And while Moog himself is probably not doable just yet, the area around him is considered the best farming spot in the game for a reason. Wednesday, I should be back to Lords of the Fallen with Karato. We will be going through the manse. If Karato is sick again, then I will instead be going back to the Magic Glintblade only run to try and finally fucking kill Consort. And of course, if I'm feeling sick on Wednesday, then there just won't be a stream. And Thursday and Friday, it'll be back to Dragon's Dogma 2. One moment. Karato and Alucard are playing a game called Undecember. No idea what that is, but let's go give them a surprise. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.